All right, welcome to this rSheet video. My name is Joseph Dokari. All right, I'll be walking you through on how to get started with rSheet. A software that is used for by secondary schools, primary schools, nursery schools, elementary schools, for computing results. All right, for institutions. All right. We also have two add-ons added to this software. We have the CBT add-on where you can conduct exam for students. We also have the accounting add-on for tracking your financial flow for an institution. So you're going to see more videos regarding some of those add-ons later. But this video is strictly getting started. Okay, how to work with rSheet. So this is where to start from. If your first time signing up, just come here and sign up. All right, as an admin. So as a school owner or a school head, you come here to sign up as a school admin. Just click on admin and school ID. Just let's say your name, the name of your school is Bright Academy. So you can just call your school ID Bright. All right, it's a name that should be sweet, or a name that should easily be an acronym for your school, something that your student can easily remember, because you're going to give them this school ID when they want to access result. Okay, so let's say we're using Bright for a school called a Bright Academy. Let's say that's the name of school we're going to use for this purpose. All right, my email is let's say bright@gmail.com. The username, let's say, is Bright. Password. All right. Okay. So once you sign up, the next thing is to log into that school. Then all right. So this is the name of this is school. So once you get logged in, you're going to see that your dashboard is blank because you've not added data to your dashboard. All right, then you see some notifications here asking you to quickly update your school details, create your classes. So these are configurations you must do to get started. All right, so that's the purpose of this video. We're going to teach you how to start with the basic configuration. So it's what you inject into the software that determines how your software works. So you're going to tell the software your classes, for example, the subjects you offer in this school, your grading system. So the software works on the basis of how you configure the software. All right, so let's start. Now, on the left menu here, the basic configurations are here: the school setup and the resources setup. So what is the difference between these two setups? The school setup are setup that are generic to the entire school. All right, they are setup that you can hardly change within a year. All right, there are things you can hardly change within a year. Okay, so for example, your school name, your school logo, your school signature. These are things that are generic to the entire school. Okay, then the resource sheet setup are setup that has to do with your result, how your result look like. Do you understand? But I will take you through one after the other. Let's go to the school setup. So for example, update school details. So this is where you put in the name of the school. So put in, let's say we'll call it Bright Academy, right? Bright Academy. You put in the address, let's say 7 Obasanjo Way, Abuja. Head of school, is he a principal? Is he headmaster? Just put the name. Let's say my name. This is my name here as the head of school. Knowledge is power is the motto. Then school logo. You may want to add a logo to the school. Let's just put in any picture we get somewhere as a school logo. Do I have a picture here? Okay, let's put this student picture. I just put this tie here as a logo. Sorry. So let's say this is the logo. Cut off that part as a logo. All right. The school signature. I have a signature here, so I just put in my signature as a school signature. All right. So this is where you upload all of these configurations, because your results sheet is going to use them. All right. So that is that. So you have the power to adjust the size or the area to cover in the signature. Then click outside. Then this comes here. So you submit. You're done with your school details configuration. So, but if your school has more than one signature for a set of classes, then you need to go to advanced school details setting. All right. There are some schools that the junior secondary school, the signature that appears on their result for the junior secondary school differs from the one for senior. So you need to come here and upload more signatures for other classes. Okay, you're going to define which signature goes for a particular class under advanced school details. All right, but you can't do that until you have created classes. Let's go and create classes first. So let's go to classes. So let's say our demo school has GSS1 through SS3. All right, so when you put the name of the class, put in the arm. So let's say the arms here is arm A, B, C. So separate your arms by comma. All right, then let's say the next class is GSS2, the next one is GS3, the next one is SS1. All of them have arms A, B, C. Let's say SS2 only has arm called art and science. All right, same with SS3. All right, so we have our classes set up. So this is how you set up your classes. You can delete a class and recreate it. Okay, so let's go back to school setup, update school details. This is what we did earlier. So go to advanced school details. You see that you can upload a second signature and a third signature. Then when you do that, you can come here, for example, let me just put this anything as a signature, anything, any picture as a signature. I need a picture. Okay, let's say this. See, this is signature. Let's just say, for example. All right. Then you can come here and say for signature 1, it belongs to GSS1 and GS2, GS3. For signature 2, belongs to SS1 only. Signature 3, so you indicate the signature that belongs to each class. All right, then you click submit. Okay, so just want to show you how to do that kind of advanced school details setting. All right, let's go to the next setting. Subject. Here you create your subject. So for this demo, let's just create maths and English. So put the name of the subject, then select the classes that offer the subject. So you click on a class, then click on control if you're using Microsoft Windows, or command if you're using a MacBook, and then press the classes, select the classes that owns those that subject. Okay, that's for maths, English, same thing for all of them. Let's say we'll do physics. That should be for only SS1. I press my control or command down, then SS. Okay. If I say basic science, is for junior secondary school. GS1, select this 3. So you just click on the subject, press your control or command, then you select the others. Okay. So that's how to create your subject. As easy as ABC. What's the next setting here? Psychomotors. So to create your psychomotor, put the name of the psychomotors. Let's say is attendance. Right. So select the classes that have this. Let's say it's for just junior secondary school that have these psychomotors. Let's say punctuality. I don't know them. You know them better, and create the psychomotor. The same thing goes for affective. The same way to create affectives. All right. So you can also say affective. Let's say is neatness. I don't know the best affectives now. All right, just create them and select the classes that own this affectives. Okay, so that is just that for school setup. Okay, therefore result sheet setup. These are setup that may change within a session. Okay, things like exam parameters, grading system. They are peculiar to how your result looks like. So let's start with exam parameters. What are exam parameters? Exam parameters are areas where a student is being tested. For example, some schools will say you have first test, second test, and before exam. Some will say no, we have first test, project, exam. Some will say you have first test, second test, third test, before. So these are the areas you are testing the student. Okay, so you have to indicate the name of those parameters and the maximum score for those parameters. So for example, for this demo, let's use test 1, test 1, test 2, and exam. So test 1 is 10 marks. Test 2 is 10 marks, let's say 20. All right, so then exam, let's say 70. So these are exam parameters. Okay, you must ensure that the last exam parameter is the last one here. Otherwise, you can just refresh this page. You'll be able to move them. You can move and say no, exam is the last one, just like that. Okay, you can delete and recreate a new one. That's how to create exam parameters. All right, then the next thing is a grading system. All right. So grading system is of course, the grading system of the school. Okay. So for example, you say grade for the score, you give a grade of A when a student score between 17 and 100. So the lower limit is 70, the upper limit is 100. So the remark is excellent. So these are things you feed into the software. All right. So that the software can use this information to grade this course when you are entry. Now, this is what you do the very first day of installing the software, so of signing up. All right. And you do it once and for all, except this system changes. All right, there are things you don't even touch for the lifetime of the software. There are things you only touch maybe once in a session. For example, you want to create a new session, you have to do that once in a session and just click the button and create it. All right, so very user-friendly software. So A is 17 to 100 and the remark is excellent. The next grade, let's say, is B, is between lower limit is a 60 to 69. All right, let's say that is very good, very good. Then the next one is C, which is let's say it's between 50 to 59, which is just credit. Let's call it credit. This is the kind of grading system we were used to when we were in school. Let's say D, we'll have a 45, 45 to 49. All right, and this is it pass? It's pass. Then we'll have E, we'll have 40 to 44, which is fair. All right, then we'll have F, which is so we'll have some funny, fantastic grading system now. Put in your grading system, and the software will use your grading system for you. All right, so it's as simple as that. This is fair for this demo grading system. All right, so the next configuration here is you have to come and configure the result status setting. What is the result status? It's the statement or phrase that appears on the result sheet based on the average score. You see excellent result, fail, repeat your class, those kind of statements. The result status statement is the one that appeared at the bottom of that result. You're going to see it later. Okay, so let's configure that also. So you say, for example, if the student has an average between 0 and the 30, 0 and 40, let's say it's fail. So you can say fail if the overall average is between 0 and 40. So lower limit is 0, upper limit is 40. So that is fail. So, but if the student has between 41 and 60, for example, you say it's pass. All right, then, so if the student has from 61 and 100, you say very good result. You see, let's say very good. So this is a statement that appears on the result based on the average of the entire scores for the entire subjects. Okay, so you do that same setting. These are things you do once and for all for the lifetime of your software. So the next thing, let's go to student extra details. So there are extra information you add to the software, things like a principal's comment. So you may also want to configure that. So you select the classes that this should appear on their results. So let's say the entire school principal adds comment. All right, then let's say next term resumes. Those kind of information that you add to your results, you need to create them here so that you'll be able to upload those comments to the result when you are uploading scores. Okay, next term resumes. So you have a section where you want to indicate the date next term is resuming. You may say, okay, this is necessary for all the classes. Same thing. So these are the two extra details you want to create for the purpose of this demo. So take note, extra details are additional statements you want to add for each student's result. Okay, that is that. The last configuration here is session. Notice that I make it the last configuration because it's the most important configuration. Please read this statement here very well. Do not create session until you are sure you are done with other configurations, especially exam parameters. You are sure that you're not going to change these exam parameters for this session, because once you create a session, it picks exam parameters, test 1, test 2, and exam. So these are things that the teachers will upload results to. So you can come and after creating the session, you now say, I've changed the exam parameter, I'm adding test 3. By the time the teachers get there, they will not be able to, they will not see test 3 for that session. Okay, so before you create a session, ensure you are settled with your exam parameter for the session, and ensure you've not uploaded content to it. Otherwise, you can't delete a session that teachers have already uploaded content to, right, for security purpose. Okay, so for sessions, you create sessions. Very simple to create. Just select the session. You will meet some sessions here. Just select and create session. So that is the, so she's still warning you, sessions and exam parameters work together. So you should not create session until you are satisfied with your exam parameter for this session. All right. You may want to check if your exam parameters are okay before you proceed. So please be careful of these. All right. So these are basic configurations. So focus on school setup and the resource setup. These are what you need to get started. All right. And the next thing you need to get started, of course, is to upload student information. You just sign up on rSheet and your students' information are not here. They don't have reg number, they don't have names and the classes. So you need to come here and register their names here, one after the other. All right. Put the name, surname, of course, then upload the passport of the student here, and where you need to drag and select the face, you drag and select the face and upload that passport. All right, one after the other, and you submit. Okay, but for the first time, you may not have the luxury of time to register one after the other. You may want to import them from an Excel sheet. Okay, that is still possible here. So if you have the name somewhere in an Excel sheet, like something like this, so let me show you the template where to do that. Go to student data, register student bulk. This is where you do that. So before you create the names, get the templates. The template is here. So for example, select the class, the you want to upload to, see the template here. So download this. All right, first name, last name, gender, all right, address and phone. So you can download this as an Excel, all right, then you take this to your teachers to use this template. Okay, this is Excel, see it here. Okay, so this is what I have as you can see, this sheet I have here, this is a Google sheet. First name, last name, gender, address, phone number. So I put in some 5 names here. Let me just duplicate this for the purpose of demo. All right, so I have 10 names here. I may not have the addresses and phone number, but you must have this heading that came with the template. You must retain it. All right, so I have this name. You can have 100 names for this particular class, this arm. Please don't forget it's for arm. You upload per each arm. When I'm done with this 1A, I'll go for 1B. All right, so to avoid unnecessary errors, because this is very crucial. So once I'm done with preparing my data on a sheet like this, I download it as a CSV file, download as CSV. If you're using Microsoft Excel, just click on Save As. You see file type, select a comma separated value, CSV. You see it there. All right, so you need to learn how to download it as not normal Excel, as a CSV file, comma separated value. So once you are putting your data in Excel, click on Save As. Then you will see a pop-up. Then select the file type. You see under the file type drop down, you see comma separated value. All right, so that is the file you need to take here and click on upload. All right, ensure you selected your class and the arm. Then you select the file you want to upload. I think it's this file. Am I right? It should be this. Yeah, this. It should be this. Then you click on upload. So 10 records uploaded. All right, so that's a simple way to upload the student data. You want to view them, you come to view student data. All right, and say JS1, JS1A pool detail. You can see them here. You can edit to add pictures to each of them after importing like this. You cannot import picture from Excel. So you need to come here and click edit one after the other to add picture to each of these names, or to add address and phone number. Okay, much more later. But at least you can get started with this bulk upload of data. All right, so that is that basic setup. I just want to take you through the rest things you're going to see in the next couple of videos. For example, how to enter results, different ways to enter results. Fantastic videos ahead. You want to learn how to view the result, print result. You want to learn how to configure the users, the staff. You want to know how to configure your homepage settings, generate pins, subscribe to this software. All of these are coming up next, okay? How to use the accounting add-on, how to use the CBT add-on to create an exam. All of that will be coming up in the next couple of videos. This video is going to be it's just short to get you started, okay? You can play around the software and enjoy the interface, all right? Thank you so much. Yeah, have a great day. See you in the next video.